Tapaz National High School presents School Monitoring, Evaluation, and Adjustment. The purposes of monitoring and evaluation in the school are the following. First, provide the school management and stakeholders information on the implementation of the curricular programs and projects as basis for continuously improving their relevance, efficiency, and effectiveness. Second, provide information for school management to determine and adjust approaches and strategies that will ensure adequacy, equitable distribution, accessibility, effective and optimal use of the resources of the school. Third, establish information as basis for determining appropriate approach or strategy to improve teaching-learning competencies of teachers to ensure efficient and effective delivery of instruction, classroom management, and their personal growth and professional development. Fourth, present information regarding learners' performance to the school management that will support decisions and adjustments to plans and strategies to improve the learners' academic achievement, school attendance, and participation in co-curricular activities. Fifth, provide information for school management to review and sustain the strategies that can improve the school's health and performance through efficient school-based management, productivity of the teaching and non-teaching staff, and strengthening partnership with the community. Vision Statement. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. Mission Statement. To protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibilities for developing lifelong learners. Core Value Statement. Maka-Diyos, maka-tao, makakalikasan, makabansa. Goals and Objectives. To promote quality public secondary education. To improve learners' academic performance. To create a school environment very conducive to learning. To provide students the opportunities for development of their potentials and talents that will enable them to face challenges with confidence in their search for further education or gainful employment. To provide the development of positive values, love of God and country, respect the rights of others, and preservation of natural resources. The table shows here the performance indicators that we are going to present in the next slides. Here is the table that indicates the enrollment by year level and sex for the school year 2020 to 2021. The table shows a sudden increase in the enrollment last school year 2018 to 2019 due to increase in the number of junior high school enrollees. The enrollment, however, decreased in the previous school years because of the decline in the enrollment of senior high school. Enrollment also increased in school year 2020 to 2021 because of the additional offerings in senior high school, specifically the TVL Smile and STEM. The table shows that the failure rate has increased in school year 2016 to 2017 to school year 2017 to 2018 from 4.27% to 5.68%, but apparently decreased down from 0% in 2018 to 2020. The table above shows the decrease in the promotion rate due to the moderately increase of retention rate. The table shows the fluctuation of repetition rate from 2015 to 2020. The table shows an increasing retention rate from 96% last school year 2016 to 2017 down to 94.36% last school year 2018 to 2020. The table shows that the completion rate of the past national high school has increased for school year 2017 to 2018 and moderately decreased for school year 2019 to 2020. The table shows a decrease in the graduation rate last school year 2018 to 2019 because of the decrease in the retention rate in the said school year. There is also a decrease in the graduation rate last school year 2019 to 2020 due to the decrease in the retention rate. Here is the table of nutritional status from the baseline date of June 2019. Here is a table of profiling of teachers from the year 2015 to 2020. Characterization statements of retention. Absenteeism. Learners show lack of interest in attending classes due to peer pressure and various factors brought by in the external environment. Socio-economic status. Learners opted to find a job instead of going to school in order to help sustain their family's needs. Parental behavior. Learners who were deprived of proper parental care at home exhibit a slim interest at school, which leads to low scores and lethargic behavior. The parents should guide the students to do the proper preparation for their exams. Distance of home from school. Most of the learners live in the far-flung barangays, which leave them not going to school. Let's do the SWOT analysis of our problem here, which is increasing retention rate. What programs were implemented in your school in relation to the increasing number of failures? Conduct family mapping before the classes begin, guidance counseling, conduct home visitation, conduct parent-teacher conference. Characterization statements of malnutrition. Students living alone from their parents. Learners coming from upland areas tend to live in their boarding houses, thus resulting to these students to be prone in developing psychological problems and become severely wasted due to improper intake of food as living away from their parents. Poverty. Most of the learners belong to poor family, wherein some of their parents have inadequate income. They had difficulties in meeting basic costs, including struggling to pay for food, clothing, education, healthcare, transport and recreation, and trying to balance competing demands that will lead their child to malnutrition. Parents having limited knowledge about nutrition or cooking. Some of the learners' parents have inadequate knowledge about proper nutritional practices of their children due to lack of orientation. What are the limitations of this program? Why are these not addressed or supported by the division? Parents do not have sufficient knowledge about proper nutrition of their children. The said concerns were not addressed by the division as human resources is not enough to monitor the status of increasing malnutrition rate of the school. What programs should be strengthened to decrease the malnutrition rate? What programs should be implemented? Build strong partnership with the parents or guardians about best nutritional practices. Let parents aware that their children needs adequate dietary intake to provide enough nutrients and energy for them to grow without reducing their body's ability to stay healthy. Conduct school feeding program. Here are the lists of teachers in junior high school by major or specialization. Here are the lists of teachers in senior high school by major or specialization. Here are the table for our self-learning modules. As you can see, our total enrollment at each grade level, the number of copies of self-learning modules printed and received from division and school, the number of copies of self-learning module distributed and retrieved on time. Here are the status of the classroom in each grade level. Here are the status of the ancillary rooms from junior high school and senior high school. The pie graph shows that the local government unit has the biggest donation given to the school for the months of October and November 2020, followed by the private sectors, parent and teacher association, and alumni. The illustration shows the monthly MOOE utilization. The table above shows that the downloaded MOOE for the 3 quarters, including the 2 months of the 4th quarter, were 100% utilized, liquidated by the school. Here are the concerns, issues, gaps, and problems in the implementation of curriculum. As you can see on the table here, we have the area of concern, CGIPs, technical assistance, intervention, or action taken. Here are the summary of quarterly accomplishment report from KRA1, KRA2, KRA3, KRA4. Here are the summary of issues encountered and actions taken. First, retention rate. Conduct family mapping before the classes begin. Conduct home visitation. Conduct parent-teacher conference. Second, malnutrition. Build strong partnership with the parents, guardians about proper nutrition. Conduct school feeding program. Implementation of gulayan sa tahanan para sa paaralan. Third, modular distance learning. Conduct family mapping before the classes begin. Conduct community-based module distribution. Conduct instructional learning assistance via Facebook, Messenger, or mobile communication. Here are the monitoring of the SIP, AIP at the end of the implementation.